and welcome to the Spirit of Watercolor with Linda. And yes, we're back on track. Everything's working, the computers and the power here. I'm so glad you're joining me again tonight, and we're going to get ready for a new watercolor technique, learning some brush techniques this week, some detail work, and some loose wet on wet things too, hopefully. So I want us to have our inspiration for the week, our artist quote for the week. And I actually was surprised. I found a quote about watercolor, and it's by Jane Seymour, who's an actress that you may have heard of. She was in the famous romantic movie Somewhere in Time, and she was on a television series that I can't remember the name of, Dr. Quinn Medicine. I wish I could remember the name, I can't. But she's been very popular in movies, many movies. And she paints watercolor, and she is a painter, an artist, and has actually had some shows. So you can check her out on YouTube and find some of her things. The way I found her is through this artist quote, because I was looking for not just artist quotes, but watercolor quotes. And this one I really liked. It's very simple, as I like the simple ones sometimes. And they really speak to you about watercolor and what it's about. And this is one that I especially like. Okay, and she wrote,
"What I love about watercolor is that happy accidents occur."
Watercolor is sometimes the most beautiful things can occur in watercolor when you let it flow and something happens very beautifully, but sometimes it's like an accident, like you didn't mean for it to just bloom over there, or the colors to mix that way, or one to run into the other, and something wonderful happens, a wonderful accident that you gotta let it dry, keep it in the painting, right? So that's what I really like about that quote. And yeah, so that's basically the quote for tonight. I really just needed something like that. I need to do some paintings with happy accidents. So that's, like I said, one of the things I would like to do. I also realized that I haven't done some watercolor detail work. I've got a whole book on watercolor detail, so that could be a different video, of course. But so there's two things. We want to get something really loose, and then something more on the detailed route, how to create an interesting detail. Details are not always created through just tight lines and drawing and painting with a brush like you're drawing. There's many, many more. So stay tuned. Please join me. I'm very excited to have you back, and welcome the new subscribers. Please like and subscribe here and join me. Every week I do, right now, an artist quote or a tip or trick. And then the other video is a watercolor technique, trick, or gimmick. Gimmicks are actually techniques, but they're non-brush techniques. So please join me. I'm glad you're here. And we're off to a wonderful week in August. Beautiful summer days are here to be inspired by the light and beauty of nature, and just so many color shapes. So I'll see you at the table for a real flowy, let's do a wet on wet, loose, kind of filled with fascinating accidents in our next painting. I'll see you there.